If you are running Google Ads, but most of your phone calls turn out to be junk leads or irrelevant inquiries, then this video is for you. I'll share what could be causing poor lead quality and what you can adjust in your campaigns to start getting more qualified phone calls from people who are actually looking for your services. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're receiving low quality phone calls from Google Ads or you want to improve the quality of the phone calls from Google Ads, in this video I'm going to share you some of the strategies based on my experience. And personally, I help local service businesses generate phone calls with Google Ads and have helped businesses generate thousands of phone calls using Google Ads. And this is one of our example account, and this is a local service business account, and this is the last 30 days data. And as you can see, we've got around 580 phone calls, but these can be repeat phone calls as well. But with conversions, it is mostly phone call related conversions. So that's why the number of conversions can be less than the number of phone calls, because some people might call several times and we can count them as one conversion. So these are phone call related conversions. As you can see, this is the data, and I have also helped other businesses, and you can see the results from here as well, or you can check my website to see more of this kind of case studies. So we can also see the quality of the phone calls from here as well, so you can have an idea. And we're seeing the last 30 days data, and from here you can see the dates when we have received phone calls, and you can see the phone call durations. You can have some idea based on the duration of the phone calls. As you can see, they can be more than 2 minutes, more than 1 minute. It is, I don't know, more than 6 minutes, more than 4 minutes, or close to 4 minutes. And you can see if it's 5 seconds, for example, I don't think it is a high quality. But overall, you can have an idea, and we've got some phone calls that are quite long. But sometimes, as you can see, there are 0 seconds, which is missed call. Sometimes we're receiving missed calls, but you should not count them as conversions. But at least these are the results we've got. As you can see, there are 435 phone calls. It is showing in the last 30 days. And you can check the quality of your phone calls and tell them approximately whether they are high quality or low quality with that way. A quick reminder, if you want to know how I got 2x more phone calls using two key strategies in Google Ads, click the link in the description below and I'll send you the video of how I did that for free. So first of all, you need to improve the quality of your search terms. So how you can improve the quality of your search terms? You can go to the search terms report, for example, click on the search terms. You can go to the right, and as you can see, you can sort your search terms based on the number of clicks they've got or based on the number of conversions. And from here, you can have an idea which search term is higher quality and which search term is a lower quality. And here I've also added the keyword section, but by default, Google Ads may not add keyword section in the search terms report. So you can add that, and you can see which exact keyword is triggering, for example, certain search terms. And with that way, you can find higher quality search terms or low quality search terms. That's how you can analyze your data. And you can pause certain keywords which are bringing lower quality search terms, or you can start focusing more on the search terms which can be relevant to your services you offer or your business. And the next thing is you should stop using low quality keywords. So you can find low quality keywords from here as well, for example, in the last 30 days, but it is better if you analyze it for the longer term period, like 90 days. So let's see the last 90 days here. And if you're going to see the last 90 days, we can see more data, and we've got 21 clicks with this particular search term, but it is relevant to our services. So we can keep that, and it has brought 4 conversions and $20 cost per conversion, for example. But certain keywords might attract lots of clicks, but might get 0 conversions. That might happen as well. That means that particular keyword might not be converting well, or your landing page may not be able to convert those kind of visitors. So the fastest way to stop those kind of irrelevant traffic would be pausing those keywords. For example, I can pause this keyword and not receive traffic from those kind of keywords. So this is one way, pausing the low quality keywords by going through your search terms report. And another way would be by going to the target keywords section and doing the same thing. So there are some target keywords, for example, which might attract lots of clicks, but they're not converting. So we've got 122 clicks from this particular keyword. We've got 35 conversions, and this is the cost per conversion. But in some industries, certain keywords might be attracting lots of clicks, but their cost per conversion might be like 3 times higher than other keywords. You can limit their search volume by adjusting their bids. If you're using manual CPC, for example, if you're using maximize conversions, you have less control, and you can pause those kind of keywords if you think they're unprofitable and they're costing you much higher compared to other keywords. And also with that way, you can know it is attracting lots of clicks, but getting very few conversions, which means people are seeing your ads and may not be finding it as relevant. So that might be some signal to you as well. So your keywords to add copies or your keywords to landing pages might not be relevant to each other. That's why it is wasting a lot of budget and bringing very few conversions. And the next thing in our list, you should build ad groups around historically strong performing keywords. So from here, let's say in the last 90 days, we have some data. But the longer the time frame, the better it can be because you can have more conversion data. And based on that, you can find higher performing keywords and your data might be more accurate. So you can create ad groups based on certain keywords. For example, let's imagine out of these keywords, let's say two of them are relevant to each other, and we can create separate ad groups around those keywords. Or if they are completely different from other keywords, we can create even separate campaigns and give more badges to these keywords, let's say, because they're performing better. And you can increase your campaign's efficiency with that way. So with this way, you can build several ad groups depending on their intent, but the intent of the keywords are much different from one another. You can even build separate campaigns so you can control their budgets by giving more chance to the keywords which are performing better. So as I told, let's say out of these several keywords, let's imagine certain keywords are performing much better and they are close in their intent to each other, and you can create separate ad groups. But if the keyword nature is completely different from other keywords, you can even create separate campaigns and you can control their budget depending on their performance. So that can be more efficient way to scale your campaigns if they're performing better. And if there are certain keywords that are bringing low quality or spam phone calls, you can reduce their budgets so that overall they won't affect or reduce the performance. And that's how you can limit the search volume of lower performing keywords. And the next thing in our list, you should check your conversion tracking setup. Maybe you are tracking conversions, but let's say if the phone calls are like 5 seconds or 20 seconds, you are counting them as conversions and you are feeding that data to your Google Ads. And if you are using smart bidding strategies, such as maximize conversions or target CPA, they might think that even if it's 5-second call and you're counting that as a conversion, and that might bring you more and more those kind of conversions. So when you're creating your conversions, make sure that the call length you're tracking are longer. So let's say it can be like more than 30 seconds, 40 seconds, or 60 seconds, depending on your requirements. And with that way, if you receive one conversion, Google might bring you more and more of these kind of conversions in the future. So in our case, we're tracking phone calls more than 30 seconds. And if the phone calls are equal to or more than 30 seconds, we can count them as conversion. And if you're using smart bidding strategies, Google Ads can help us bring these kind of conversions in the future. So let's say if we get phone calls less than 30 seconds, we're not going to count them as conversion. And this is phone calls from extension. So that's how you can work on your conversion actions. And that's one way to improve the quality of the conversions you are going to get. And the next thing in our list, you should research new and high quality keywords. So let's say you have seen your historical data and you have found certain high quality keywords by going to your target keyword section. So as I've shown here, you can go to your target keyword section and find higher quality keywords based on their historical performance. That's one way. And another way would be you can find higher quality keywords by going to the search terms report. Sometimes you may find different kind of keywords from here and you have not listed them as your target keywords. So you can have an idea from here as well. And another way would be by going to the keyword planner and finding new keyword ideas from there as well. So let's go to the keyword planner now. So I've opened keyword planner. You're going to go to tools. On the planning, you're going to go to keyword planner and click on discover new keywords. And here we're going to enter our target keyword. Let's say in our case, we're targeting plumbing industry and our target keyword is going to be plumbing near me, because plumbing near me is already a high intent keyword. So I'm not choosing a specific location, but in your case, you should be choosing a specific location. So here, as you can see, it starts from somewhere around $10 up to $68, $80. But you can start from lower end. But the idea is you can find higher quality keywords from here. So as you can see, in a matter of seconds, you can find higher quality keywords from here because I've already started with a high quality keyword. But sometimes even if you put like plumbing, you can get more ideas. And that's one way of finding high quality keyword. And another way would be by putting your target location. So let's say you provide services in New York. So you can put location specific keywords here as well. And it can give you more different kind of keyword ideas by using this keyword. And as you can see, plumbing NYC, emergency plumber NYC, plumber in Brooklyn. You can get more and more keyword ideas by putting different variation of the keywords. But again, you should be putting higher quality, high intent keywords so that you can get different variation of the higher intent keywords. And you need to go through this list and you can find more and more competitor names from here as well. So you can add them as your negative keywords. So that's how you can find higher quality keywords and better performing keywords by going to the keyword planner. And another way would be if you have added your keywords by going to the target keyword section and review the search terms report. The third way would be by going to the keyword planner and finding these kind of high intent keywords. And the next thing on our list, you should refine your ad copy, which means you should work on your ad copy so that before clicking on your ad, those kind of users from whom you can get spam phone calls may not even click on your ad, because on your ad you can tell I provide this and this services, and if you're interested you can click on your ad or you can call from the ad. So with your headlines and descriptions you can filter out irrelevant users. So let's see some examples of the ads. So this is one of our example ad, and if you're gonna see the ad, so here we're putting our target keywords and our call to actions and some unique selling points if you have. But the point is, if you're receiving lots and lots of spam phone calls, to improve the quality, you can pin certain keywords from here. So with that way, you will make sure that they will see these keywords or headlines before clicking on your ad. So for example, you can pin these headlines if you want, or otherwise pinning is not necessary, but pinning helps you to show certain keywords in your headlines all the time if you want to filter out certain users. So again, you can put your target keywords and call to actions and some necessary information, and you should put your relevant service in your headlines. And headlines and descriptions can help you filter out some irrelevant users and reduce your wasted ad spend. This is one of the best ways, and you can reduce the number of irrelevant clicks with that way. And the next thing in our list, smart campaigns can also attract lots of irrelevant or spam phone calls. You should make sure that if you're getting a lot of spam phone calls, you need to find the source of those campaigns and make sure that you're not getting phone calls from smart campaigns like Performance Max, or even display campaigns can attract lots of spam phone calls. So make sure that from the list of campaigns, you are using search campaigns. And if you are receiving lots and lots of spam phone calls from your Performance Max campaigns, I would suggest you to pause them, because most probably Performance Max campaigns can bring in spam phone calls in most industries. And if you are receiving them, you should pause your Performance Max campaigns, or display campaigns might be causing the same issue. So I would suggest you to pause your display campaigns as well. And search campaigns can bring you one of the highest quality phone calls and conversions. So guys, these are some of the ways how you can improve the quality of your phone calls with Google Ads. And again, if you guys want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls using 2 effective strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send you the video of how I did that for free. Or if you guys want my help to generate phone calls to your business and improve the quality of your phone calls, you can contact me as well by clicking the link in the description below, and we can see if we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.